From the creators of Relevant Magazine, this is the Relevant Podcast.
Mary, are you out with your boy tonight? Are you seeing those angels sing? Hide him away from King. Mary, are you out with your boy tonight? Are you watching those shepherds shoot? Watching those wise men teach? Mary, are you out with your boy tonight? With your boy tonight?
It's a week of Friday, December 9th, 2016, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and this week's show is brought to you by Casper. Casper is a sleep brand that created one perfect mattress sold directly to consumers, eliminating commission-driven, inflated prices. Its award-winning sleep service was developed in-house, has a sleek design, and is delivered in a small, how did they do that, size box. In addition to the mattress, Casper also offers an adaptive pillow and soft, breathable sheets. Casper is an obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. It combines springy latex and supportive memory foams to create an award-winning sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. That's key. You want the bounce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But not too much bounce.
Truly.
Yeah, the key is the balance. Yeah, exactly. Because you don't want to be bouncing all over the place. You want the perfect
You want to live
balance.
in the tension. See, that's the thing. This is almost like
Nuance.
Casper mattresses are like a metaphor for how we should live life as outsiders on the inside, as bridge builders. Live in the tension, people.
In the world and not of it,
Right.
you might say.
Time Magazine named Casper one of the best inventions of 2015, an award-winning mattress that won't disappoint, and it's made in America. You can try a Casper mattress completely risk-free. Casper offers free delivery and free returns with a 100-night home trial. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up and refund everything. Right now, Relevant Podcast listeners can get $50 toward any mattress purchase by visiting casper.com/relevant and using promo code relevant.
This is a bit awkward, Cameron, because I have my own rival mail order mattress business, and what I'm going for is shipping them in containers even smaller, right? And so they
like a
come
shoebox.
Oh no, matchbox size, matchbox sized containers. Full disclosure, they are very uncomfortable.
They don't live in the tension of spring and bounce.
No, I mean you can't fit a comfortable mattress into a matchbox.
It's a quote unquote mattress, but it's just a sheet, isn't it, that you fold it in?
It is, and it's not a large one at that.
It's a washcloth. Like I said, I'm yours, Cameron, and here with us in the studio today, Chelsea Steele.
Hello, everybody.
On the ones and twos, our producer, my brother, Chandler Strang.
Hello.
On the Skype line from Loverland, Virginia, Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
And joining us all the way from Sydney, Australia, our old friend, Adam Smith.
Hey everybody.
Eddie is off on assignment in D.C. Saving children or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Blah, blah, blah.
Welcome, Adam. It's exciting. We're glad to have you to kick off the Christmas season here on the show. We're doing Christmas music, and we thought, who better to have on than somebody who's in the heat of summer right now?
Yeah, goodness gracious, it is sweltering here.
Is it really?
Absolutely.
Do they
sweltering.
still do Christmas stuff, and they just wear like shorts?
It's weird though. It's like a weird bizarro Christmas. Like they have like Santa wearing shorts and stuff, and like all the kind of summer stuff that you would do. That's Christmas stuff here. So like Christmas is all about going to the beach and having cookouts and stuff. And frankly, it's wrong on so many levels.
It's our 4th of July, essentially.
Exactly. Because in Florida, it's almost equally as hot on Christmas as it is here.
not.
But culturally, it's still winter-based.
That's right. We pretend like it's
Yeah,
colder.
culturally,
wearing
you walk
shorts
around
on
Florida at Christmas time, and people will like be in sweaters, and they'll like have their arms crossed, like rubbing their forearms, like, "Whoo, it is brisk," and you're like, "It's definitely
and
not brisk," and you're like, "No, it's Christmas. It's brisk.
70,
Just don't worry about it. Give me a hot
it's
drink."
74 degrees, not 84 degrees.
Exactly. You're drinking your toffee nut latte and everything, wearing your ugly Christmas sweater and just sweating.
Yeah,
Just sweating profusely.
Last year, I had an ugly sweater Christmas party and literally had to crank the AC down because I knew everybody would be coming in sweaters, and we would have all been sweltering otherwise. So I had a very high power bill.
Here they've kind of given up on all that and just fully embraced the fact that yes, it's summer.
Ugly. You have ugly tank top parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but it feels deeply wrong. I mean, look, this is I think, my 9th Christmas in the Southern Hemisphere, and it still just doesn't feel right.
Do they even hang? I feel like the thing that would throw me off is like, intellectually, I could get to a place where like, okay, I know it's going to be just how the earth is shaped, right? It's going to be hot at Christmas time. But I don't think I could tolerate the sight of Christmas lights in the middle of summer. That would just throw me off. Are there Christmas lights everywhere?
I wouldn't say everywhere, but they are around. I mean, I've got my Christmas tree up with lights and, festooned in holiday cheer.
What do they tell the children? That Santa Claus, who's coming from the North Pole, so he's bundled up in warm, like a lot of layers. Are they saying that once he crosses the equator, he like changes?
No, he pops the top. He is shirtless. He's just. That's how I always picture. No. Here's the thing, Cameron. I don't know if you noticed this. That he's wearing that shirt is not actually a shirt. It's like a robe type of situation. Right. So he just opens it up and it kind of becomes a cape, and he just lets it flap.
And what I never noticed is those woolly red pants are breakaway. And so
it's actually Santa's Australian cousin Bruce.
He comes up from the South Pole. They split the difference. He takes the southern.
He's shirtless as well, but it's in kind of a weird, creepy Bruce kind of way.
Yeah, and just intoxicated enough to make it uncomfortable.
It's a lot more unsettling when a sweaty, shirtless dude comes down your chimney.
We have a great show in store for you today. Coming up later, we talked to Tim Keller, pastor, author, theologian, most brilliant man alive, Tim Keller. And also Ellie Holcomb has a special in-studio live performance of her new music. She has an album coming out in January, so you'll hear it here first. It's going to be an awesome show. Jesse, before we move the show along, are you? What's Virginia like? Are you guys doing anything special for Christmas? I mean... You guys have all 4 seasons, so I assume this is a very novel time of year for you guys.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of festivities happening. I'm in a place right now where I feel like it's getting a little, the tension of I despise like working outside in the yard, right? Right. Like it's just not something I've always enjoyed. But now I got kids now and people on my street, they all decorate the outside of their homes. Right. And I'm just not feeling it. Right. Like, I do not want to spend the time, and I want to know everyone's thoughts about the appropriateness of just covering the yard with inflatables, because I feel like that's so much less work than doing lights or anything.
Oh, man. The more inflatables you have, the more elegant your house appears.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it, too. Here's the thing, Adam. I watch a lot of, like, HGTV and stuff, so I'm pretty knowledgeable of this kind of stuff. And I know that when you do something to your home, you're not just doing it for your personal enjoyment. It's an investment. Like, am I going to raise my home value if I put like 10 sweet Snoopy inflatable snow globes out there?
Jesse, I'm actually a finance and real estate writer, and I can tell you that conservatively, you will increase the value of your home by 25%
per inflatable.
Even 1/3 of the way inflated Santa.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other tension I have with inflatables, because I'm honestly debating it. Like, this isn't even a joke. I've honestly thought about being the guy who doesn't have one string of lights on, but just kind of haphazardly threw the inflatables out across the yard and didn't really care if they got blown over at night, right?
Well, the jarring thing is there's a house on the main street in my neighborhood that I drove by, yesterday morning, and all the inflatables, like Santa and the Nativity and all these things, they were all deflated and hanging limp and lifeless over the bushes, and it just looked like
that's
melted,
even better.
like Christmas melted. I would think that would be like jarring for the children to see a melted dead Santa.
What if you were the guy who put inflatables out but didn't inflate them?
Like, you're like, oh wait, I got to run a power cord out here? Nah, I'm just gonna leave. No, here's the other thing. I'm not big on like conservation. Like, a power bill is no sweat to me. I don't even look at it. I just pay it. They could be gouging me. I don't know. I never even look at it. They take it out of my account.
Windows open in the winter. I mean, you don't even care.
when people are saying I'm not paying to, give AC to the whole neighborhood, I am. I don't care. The reason I don't know, like I said, my power, I couldn't even ballpark what my power bill is. Okay, I couldn't even ballpark it. So I would not be the type of person that as soon as the sun comes up, I'm unplugging the inflatables.
Right.
Those puppies are running around the clock. I don't care how much juice they're
Yeah, it's like a
me.
deep freeze in the garage. You're not going to plug it in when you need it. You got to keep it on all the time.
Exactly. We're talking like a month here,
Yeah.
a month and a half tops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm not worried about because the other thing is like turning them off during the day. That's the only time when you can see them laid limp in the yard. Like
Yeah.
it makes more sense to turn them off at night, to be honest with you.
I had the tension this year too of our neighborhood. A lot of people do their houses real nice, and we did the inside, but it's just me and Cohen, so I just didn't feel inspired to do the outside. But he, really wants that, and so we did this weekend. But I've learned the trick. For me, those net lights.
Yeah, that hang over your bushes.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah.
like, perfectly.
So all I have to do is go get a whole bunch of net lights, put them over the bushes. I don't have to mount anything to the house or whatever. We installed a yard's worth of lighting within a half an hour. I mean, it was super easy. Hang a wreath on the door. You look like you're joining in.
Well, here's my other tension I have about any decorations, but particularly inflatables. I'll say this, in my past, I'm talking 20, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I've done things I'm not proud of. Okay.
Don't tell me you went around and stole them.
No, not stealing them, but rearranging them humorously or, wanting to see the dirt. Like, what if I poked the hole in just one arm of that snowman? Would he totally deflate? Here's my other main concern is I have done things, and I'm talking at least 15 years. Clearly the statute of limitations has passed on these.
You think?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to give details or exact addresses here. That I'm not
Jesse,
necessarily...
just before you launch into this, just to warn you, the statute of limitations on hobo murder does not pass. So play that one close to the vest.
Actually, then we should just skip what I'm going to say because it was So I'm worried that now if I completely cover every inch of grass and driveway in front of my house, which is what I plan to do if I do it with inflatables, are those pranks going to come back to haunt me?
Of course
That's
they
my
are.
concern.
Of course they are. You put that out there, it's going to come back, dude. You, for the next 10 years of your life, are going to be the recipient of everything you did to other people.
That's why I need to, for the month of December, I will be camping amongst the inflatables in the yard to protect them. People will be like, man, that Joseph, he looks pretty lifelike. And why is he sleeping in the manger? And I'm like, that's not Joseph. That's just me in one of Adam's weird, uncomfortable blanket mattresses.
You have to find a way to disguise yourself as an inflatable so as to throw off suspicion.
I need to find an inflatable because I've set aside a pretty a huge stack of credit cards to get these inflatables with that I've recently been approved for. And I'm trying to find one that can sustain human life. It's more like a little biodome bubble.
I remember
than a snow globe.
At Halloween time, I saw some Halloween costumes that were like the inflatables, like you would see the mascots at a basketball game where they do the inflatable mascot.
Yeah.
There's a human inside of it.
That's what you
You
need.
can buy those, so you might as well just camp out in one of those and then just freak people out when they come looking.
Exactly, and then no one's gonna mess with it if they know there's a maniac in that yard all the time.
You have this amazing display of inflatables. Cars slow down in front of your house to soak it all in, and all of a sudden, you, as one of the inflatables, come to life and start chasing the cars. You would scar those children.
If the last thing you saw in your life was one of those inflatable mascots coming at you with an axe, could we kickstart maybe a campaign to create one of those inflatable mascot things that actually just looks like Jesse? Because I like the idea of Jesse wearing an inflatable mascot suit of himself.
I have one other question for you guys as it regards to outdoor Christmas decor.
Yes.
Because I feel like, we're on the topic. I might as well ask.
Yeah.
Those cool, laser things that just project lights onto your home.
Nothing says I've given up on Christmas decorations. And I'm just going to stick that in my yard.
Now, I heard that the FAA had some concerns with those, that they could possibly be, quote unquote, interfering with commercial airlines. Are we even concerned about
No,
that?
we're not.
Or are we just rolling the dice and projecting them onto my home?
But I don't understand why you want your house, the front of your house to be a wallpaper of spinning sparkles anyway.
Beyond me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
And again, it's like someone waving 200 laser pointers into the sky like for 12 hours straight. I don't understand how that's safe, and I'm not allowed to point laser pointers hilariously at helicopters that pass by. Explain that one to me.
Jesse, I need to know your thoughts on houses that have lights that sync up with like a Christmas song that plays at the same time.
Oh, hey, that is a tourist destination now. I mean, they're an enterprising, creative person. I respect it.
For me, the more elaborate, the better. The only thing that really gets under my skin is when someone just does something, quote unquote, tasteful, like white lights and wreaths or something. Like, if you're going to do it, do this thing. I'm talking, I want a living nativity. If you can get a camel in your yard, get a camel. Like, we're celebrating big news here, okay? Unto us. Like, get in the spirit of this thing, guys. Like, I'm talking, I want it to look like a circus parked in your front yard.
And
yes, Chelsea.
if you're going to sync your lights up to music, then please make sure it's Tom Sawyer by Rush.
What really throws people off is if the lights are clearly blinking to some sort of rhythm of a song, but it's definitely not the one you're blasting on a PA system. Like, you went to the trouble of buying those type of lights and erecting a PA system, but when it came time to sync, you're just like, I don't care. They'll get the idea.
All right, we'll move the show along. It's time for our look back at what happened this week in culture and entertainment. It's time for
In case you missed it.
Well, in case you missed it, this week Grammy nominations came out, and Chance the Rapper got 7 Grammy nominations for a mixtape that never even released in a physical edition. It's the first streaming-only album ever to be nominated.
That's amazing.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
The album's called Coloring Book, and it's, if you listen to the relevant top 50 countdown sister podcast that we're doing right now, you haven't heard Coloring Book mentioned yet, because we're on the top 10 next week. So a little foreshadowing there. Coloring Book is also notable for its heavy faith themes, with songs including Blessings, Angels, and even a take on Chris Tomlin's How Great Is Our God. Chance has been vocal about his Christian faith on Twitter. He tweeted, "Glory be to God," in response to the Grammy announcement. And last week he tweeted, "Get thee behind me, Satan, for thou savorest not the things that be of God, but the things that be of men. And it could have been me. It should have been me. It would have been me if it wasn't for the blood." The Chance's story is this interesting tension of hip hop and explicit and faith, and it's just this authenticity that's really an interesting trend right now. You saw a little bit on Kanye's album, but Chance took it to another level this year, and it's interesting to see
the kind of tension that you want in a good mattress.
That's right. You want the spring, you want the bounce.
Yeah.
Too much Jesus, too much explicit, little tension. Chance the Rapper, 7 nominations. There you go.
The other thing too is like just what a major shift it is in what even an album is anymore, because I don't even think he's ever said it was an album. Like, it's always been, his third mixtape, and it's released independently. There's no label. He did it all himself, and like there is no physical album anymore. Like, it's literally just a collection of songs streaming. So it is, in a lot of ways, what Chance has done in 2016 is pretty revolutionary.
I am even wondering what the definition of a mixtape is, because back in the day, a mixtape was literally like artists like covering other like existing beats and stuff. And the reason why they did it for free was because they couldn't pay licensing or get rights to the music. And so it was a way for an artist to like show what he was capable of. Drake famously broke out with a mixtape. Like, who's this guy? And it was all songs that he couldn't charge money for, right? And so what's interesting now, even like Drake this year released, if you're seeing this, if you're reading this, it's too late. And then came out with an album, Views. And then he announced a couple weeks ago that in December, he's releasing another 20-track project, but he's not calling it a mixtape, because Views is the album. This is called a playlist.
Interesting.
And it's mainly new songs from him, but a couple of other OVO artists. But he's calling it a playlist, and he's like, it's not a mixtape, it's not throwaway. This one, he wants this to be the music that is the soundtrack to like your life. So he's calling it a playlist, but it's not an album. What in the world? So would this thing be nominated next year potentially
It
for
could
Grammy?
be.
Right? I
and
mean,
what category does that go under?
it would be hip hop.
But would it be best album?
Yeah, right. What is it? It's a playlist. In case you missed it, the band Local Natives tweeted a cover of Ultralight Beams because, quote, we need the prayer of peace and serenity now more than ever. The song was actually recorded this summer in a session for Spotify, but the band said that now, at the beginning of Advent season, we need it more than ever. Here's a clip.
We're in an ultralight beam. We're in an ultralight beam. This is a God dream. This is a God dream. This is everything. Everything. I'm trying to keep my faith, but I'm looking for more. Somewhere I can feel safe. Come for you, I will shield your name. I will feel their questions. I will feel your pain. No one can judge. They don't know. They don't know. I'm trying to keep my faith.
That's good stuff.
That is good stuff.
Oh, been streaming it all week.
Have you really?
Just really getting into the spirit.
Well, you need it now more than ever.
Yeah, apparently.
Local Natives, I know we talked about how what a great year Chance had. Local Natives, their latest album was incredible too.
Absolutely.
Like this cool, innovative indie pop, and them covering Ultralight Beams. They're not doing it as a novelty. Like they take it, as a serious cover, and it sounds cool, and it's an interesting take, and they're doing something really innovative in their genre as well.
Well, in case you missed it, this week Amazon announced a kind of a way that they are going to revolutionize the grocery industry with a new physical store called Amazon Go. It's a grocery store, but what's unique about it is it's smaller. It's in an urban area. They have one right now. It's in Seattle that they're in like beta mode with, and it won't have any registers, lines, or checkouts. So what happens is you would have the Amazon app on your phone, and when you walked into the store, you would scan it. And then, now it's activated, your phone, and you go around the store, and it can sense when you take something off a shelf.
Oh, wow.
It can sense when you
That's
put something
crazy.
back on the
That's
shelf.
nuts.
So then what happens is it knows it's tracking what you take with you, and you just leave, and it automatically charges your account, and you never talk to a person.
Yeah, the thing I really like about it is that you're paying for all these things in a really convenient way, but you can also pretend that you're shoplifting.
Like
Still
you,
get the
so
thrill.
Adam, in your case, like you go in with like a trench coat and sunglasses, and before every purchase, you like look over your shoulder and dramatically put it
Exactly.
in like an inside pocket. Yes.
So this is a way for the Winona Riders of the world to be able to scratch that itch
Yeah.
without getting
That's
arrested.
right.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to revolutionize Hollywood then.
Yeah.
So it's like a Westworld for shoplifters. Like you can just
That's
go
right.
and live
That's
that
exactly
weird
what it
twisted
is.
fantasy.
We just have to hope that the food doesn't suddenly become self-aware.
And it has aisles, which is like a maze back there. You don't know where it's a whole thing they're doing. I like it.
Ed Harris is lurking around, just being ominous.
Well, Ed Harris would be the security guard who's there just for show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon's actually planning on building as many as 2,000 of these Amazon Go stores in the next 10 years. So
The other thing is it allows you to avoid human contact even further.
this is what I'm the most excited about, because I specifically rent from a certain car company and stay at a certain hotel because they have technology solutions where I don't have to talk to a human.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I land at an airport, I walk right out to the car, get in it, and leave. I arrive to the hotel. When I walk into the lobby, I get a notice that says, you're in room 328. I go up to the room, and my watch or my phone is my key.
That is insane.
I never talk to a human when I travel.
We are in the future.
This is wonderful. I would get my snacks at Amazon Go downstairs and just live a happy life of solitude.
Alone, talking only to robots. and you're like, but one day your future is like you live like somewhere where the only people you encounter are robots and inflatables that you put in your yard.
Pretty much, yes. In case you missed it, this week a YouTube star was born with videos that exclusively feature him singing pop songs with the lyrics to Smash Mouth's All Star.
This guy is my hero.
I love him.
His name is John Sudano, and he's accumulated more than 14 million views by doing these covers. He's done Adele's Hello. Here's a clip.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna.
It fits so well, though. That's the crazy thing.
I ain't the sharpest tool.
They all do.
in the
That's what's
shed.
crazy.
She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming.
Here's the thing. I saw this one first, and I thought, okay, this is just a coincidence. The lyrics match up with Adele's Hello perfectly. There's no way he could do it to a more complicated song.
Jesse, something complicated like maybe YMCA by the Village
Impossible.
People.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. The years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. It makes sense. Something
I
like
admit,
four
this is
points,
impressive.
your brain gets smart, but your head
But
gets
Cameron,
hard.
what about a somber country ballad? Like, let's say
No.
Johnny covers cover of Hurt.
Johnny
That's
Cash is
impossible.
hurt. I don't know.
Impossible.
Well, let's see. He took a stab at it.
He's actually playing guitar.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start
this
coming
line.
and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets
Really good. Yeah. That's
He
crazy.
has like 20 of these. And like just when I think he can't get any more difficult, he does. This is the hero that YouTube needed.
What?
Like, what other form, what other era of human history could this guy have tens of millions of people around the world
He's a
watch
pioneer.
him cover songs with Smash Mouth lyrics? We live in a beautiful time.
Whenever I see something like this, or see, when I'm people watching at Disney or something like that, I always try to figure out backstory.
Yeah.
I just immediately I'm thinking,
Who is
what
he?
led to this? What led to that outfit choice? What led to who is
That
yeah.
camera angle.
Correct. With this guy, did this idea occur to him from a place of humor or a place of sadness? That's what I can't I can't tell what sparked this.
I have this thing I think about sometimes, like when there's like a recipe that calls for like ginger, like a root. Like at what point in human history did someone's like, I'm going to try this root, and eat it?
Right.
Not a fruit, but something underground.
Yeah,
or
I'm
like
gonna dig
who
this
figured
up.
out that some mushrooms are good and some are bad?
Right.
At some point, someone had this idea to do this. At what point did he sit down and think, I'm going to try to sing songs, but I'm going to only use the lyrics to Smash Mouth song All Star? What sparked it?
Is this ironic and funny to him, or is he a huge Smash Mouth fan, and he's trying to show how brilliant Smash Mouth is that they write songs as good or better than any of
Definitely
them.
the latter.
I think so too.
He's a passionate individual.
So basically, he's passionate, but it's from a place of sadness. It's not a place of
Sure.
irony. We find humor in it. He doesn't. is
No,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
I think he hears this song on a philosophical level.
Okay.
So your case is this: like he's such an apologist, not just for Smash Mouth,
He's proving
You want
his
him
but
on your
theory.
for one
Yeah.
Smash Mouth song
Yeah.
that,
as
that
good.
he's willing to go to these lengths.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he never smirks. He never like clues you in that he thinks this is bizarre and funny.
He's just trying to reach the people where they're at.
Right.
You know what I mean? Adele,
Oh,
if that's
you like
your
Adele?
avenue.
Oh, you like Adele?
Yeah.
You would like Smash Mouth too. Oh, you like Johnny Cash? Oh, you would like
Interesting.
Smash Mouth too.
Yeah.
I don't know. In the titles, it says 1080p full, and none of them are in 1080p. They're all 720, and none of them are
They're
full
all
cover.
90 seconds.
There's also,
Oh
if
man,
you click on
we're through the looking glass here.
if you click on closed captions,
Yeah.
it's different words
Then what he's
than
thinking.
what he's singing.
Okay, so either he's just he's
It's
passionate
just
about
it's
Smash
just
Mouth. He's
it's
just
the new
sloppy.
Rickroll. That's what it is.
You think?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you think he's in on it?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Well,
Is
then,
he a bug that Smash Mouth is planting?
well, then I feel better about this. Then we're laughing with him, not at
Oh,
him.
for sure.
Okay.
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 Then I feel better about it. If you see the videos, you'll know why that's an important distinction. Hey, in case you missed it, this week, the video game That Dragon Cancer, which we did one of my favorite stories in the last several years about this video game. It's a true story of a guy who was a software game creator, and he made a game as his son was battling with cancer. He made a video game to kind of telling that story, and as he was making the game, didn't know what the outcome would be of the story. And so like it's rawness, it's
Okay.
vulnerability, it's honesty, it's just, I mean, what video game are you crying in the middle of it? It's
Yeah.
just an unbelievable game. The imagery of it is compelling, and he's a believer. He and his wife are believers, and we did this story on him a couple issues ago in Relevant. Anyway, this week, that video game, it's called That Dragon Cancer, took home the Games for Impact Award at the Game Awards, and the acceptance speech is incredible. Here's a clip of what he said.
You let us tell the story of my son Joel. And in the end, it was not the story that we wanted to tell. But you chose to love us through our grief by being willing to stop and to listen and to not turn away. To let my son Joel's life change you because you chose to see him and to experience how we loved him. And I have hope that when we are all willing to see each other, not for just who we want to be, but who we are and who we're meant to be, this act of love and this act of grace can change the world. Thank you.
That was Ryan Green.
Wow.
It's Ryan and his wife Amy, and I think another collaborator that made
Josh,
the
yes.
game. Yeah, Josh Green, his brother. It's powerful, absolutely powerful.
That experience of playing the game and hearing their story and hearing how it challenged their own theology and their own faith and what they believe about God and what they believe about healing, it stays with you a long time. And it's good to see it getting the recognition it got.
It was in our spring issue, one of our spring issues, and he and his wife come from a church stream that believes in healing and faith, and you know God will heal and has power to heal, and I personally believe that as well. And so as they were in the middle of this, they were creating the game, they were talking to us about the fact that they actually really believed that the outcome of the game would be a miracle would happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the journey that they had to go on when that wasn't the outcome and their little 5-year-old son died. And then, you know, that is in the game now.
Yeah. Wow.
It really rocked them. Here's what they said to us. God is bigger and more mysterious and beyond what I understand. But I have hope that since he calls himself Father, he must in some way be like how I feel about Joel. I have to hold on to that tether. I feel like that is a reflection of creation. It's messy, it's brutal, and it's full of pain and suffering, and yet I feel like there must be something really intrinsic about creation in that story. That's the thing I'm wrestling with and trying to understand, but kind of resolving that I won't understand. It's a powerful piece. If you can get old issues irrelevant on our website, or the article would be on our website as well.
We posted it recently again.
Yeah, we reposted it this week when it got recognized.
Yeah. Go check that out. All right. Well, on that very different note than the Smash Mouth guy, that'll do it for
In case you missed it.
Stay tuned. Up next, Slices.
Jesus, Jesus, fragile child, tender, meek, and wild, come to give us sight and help us love each other, stranger and our brother, all are singing glory, glory in the highest. Christ is born.
You're listening to Gungor. The song is Glory. At the beginning of the podcast, you heard Hoyle with the song Unwed Mother. Both of those songs are from the brand new free Christmas album that we just released for you guys. It's volume 6 of A Very Relevant Christmas. We've done this 6 years in a row, and it released, I believe, the day after Thanksgiving, because we wouldn't let you listen to Christmas music before Thanksgiving. And anyway, go check it out. It's on our, you can find it on the drop at relevantmagazine.com. You can either just stream it there on the site, or you can just click and download it.
It's so good.
It's our gift to you. You can import it into your playing devices, your Zune, whatever you fancy, and take it with you. And we've been doing it for 6 years. It's one of the things we love doing, and we appreciate all the artists that contributed tracks. A lot of them went to the studio and recorded new songs just for this project, and it's a lot of fun to put this together every year. So go check that out. Speaking of music, now Adam, you weren't on the show last week, so you weren't aware of what happened with us and the hip hop group Social Club Misfits.
Yes.
So I want to give an update to the listeners. I want to give an update to them about where everything stands with Social Club Misfits.
It's not good. I'll tell them that.
So for some context, I was picking music for last week's show and was listening to the new single by Social Club, and I was like, "Oh man, this is great!" And it just kept playing. It's called "Pop Out Revenge." It's a great single. I'll play you a clip. And about 2.5 minutes in, a little reference to Relevant caught my ear.
I'm classic like a Caesar fam. This real life, no makeup. When I write it down, you better know it. Caddy riding that new school and that school zone so ever slowly. Just a new ocean away to swim. All in the room like an elephant. Magazine that up irrelevant. Gossip and rumors irrelevant. Stay away from those who telling it. I write down what I feel when I'm feeling it. Capital Records, the label we dealing with. Do you realize what you're dealing with? If you're all up in your feelings quick. You've been bought with a price, so you innocent. You're the son and daughters of the risen king. That's in the win on the winning team. This for them days we ain't have a thing. We write the songs that you have to sing. We filter out all the negative.
All right, okay. So you heard it. Now we were like, so I played it. I'm like, hey guys, we got some sort of shout. I played it on the show, and the room kind of looked at me inquisitively, like, what did they say again? And so Chelsea pulls up Genius.com, the lyrics website, and it had the song, and it said on the website, magazine editor relevant.
Yes.
Magazine editor relevant. Gossip and rumors irrelevant. Stay away from those who telling it. And we like, wait, are they telling their listeners? Like, he's calling out the magazine editor relevant for publishing gossip and rumors? What is this all about? Anyway, so the label heard it. And I got some very frantic texts on a Friday last week, just saying, guys, like, no, what? And so then Marty and Fern, the two guys from Social Club Misfits, clarified for us via text that the lyric is actually incorrect on Genius.com. The lyric is magazine ad up and relevant, magazine ad up and relevant, da-da-da-da, and everything else goes on from there. He was saying we were like bragging that we got so much swag that we got ads up and relevant. He's like, it was totally a positive thing, da-da-da. He's like, people don't know that it costs racks to get enough ad up and relevant, It's like, so anyway, so that's what the lyric actually says.
And it has since been changed on Genius.com.
Because the weird thing about Genius.com is that it's just people contribute it.
Right.
But unlike Wiki, it can't be edited.
Yeah.
So the label was trying to edit it, and the label reached out to Genius.com and had one of the staffers manually change it because it was incorrect and upset, quote unquote, upset a media friend. Anyway, so it is changed on Genius.com. Magazine ad up and relevant. Apparently, there's no beef. But wouldn't it be the whitest thing ever for us to mishear a hip hop lyric and have a beef with them anyway?
Yeah,
I think that would.
Well, and here's the thing. I get my news from a lot of different places on the internet, and I am prone to some people call them conspiracies, some people call them the real news, and I think there's something at play here. I think we may have heard it right. And I think Genius is involved in this. I think their label's involved. I think those two. I think both members of the group are involved.
Frankly,
I think this is a conspiracy that we don't even know how deep it goes, and we're going to get to the bottom of it next week.
If you dig into WikiLeaks, Podesta was emailed about it. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
Pizza. They were at a pizza joint writing this song. And,
too soon. I want to know, when are we going to release our own diss track?
Oh, good call.
We were
like-
working
like
on
kinda
it, I think,
getting
until
back
the
at
beef
them.
was squashed.
Eddie actually was texting me a lot about he had composed of one, and he was composing a diss track. But he the only thing he had gotten so far, and he worked for a few hours on it, is "My name is Eddie, and I'm here to say." And he never got past that in his diss track.
I saw the updated one. It just devolved into Smash Mouth lyrics.
Can I just say, look, I want to throw my hat in the ring as possibly the only person among us who has rap battled Nick Cannon on the
That
podcast.
is true. I remember that.
True.
Yeah.
That was the most. Okay,
It was wild and out, is what it
do you
was. It was
remember?
wild and out.
Do you remember the episode of The Office, Scott's Tots?
Of course.
Okay, I had to watch 2/3 of that show on mute because it was so uncomfortable for me. Nick Cannon, Wild and Out was on TV. Nick Cannon was on the show, and Adam straight up at the end of the interview says, "I'd like to battle you, freestyle."
Whoa.
And Nick doesn't know that we're ridiculous, so he thinks he's serious. And Adam's rap was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever heard. If I could have muted it, I would. I couldn't handle it. I had to leave the room. It was so bad. The fact that he did it so straight-faced and so terribly. What year would that have been? Like 07?
I think it just ended in me like trailing off muttering.
I distinctly remember it. So it was probably, in that era, 2006, 2007.
It also started with, "My name is Adam, and I'm here to say."
As all good rap battles do. Yeah.
So here's the deal. So we're talking to them. These guys are funny. They have good sense of humor. It was a misunderstanding. All's good between Relevant Social Club Misfits. We're very relieved. This isn't a Toby Mac situation. We like these guys, and they are going to come on the show next week for a special rap challenge.
Wow.
So you definitely won't
So
want to
should
miss
I
that.
start dusting off the microphone?
Yeah, basically. If your microphone's dusty, you should probably dust it off anyway. But yeah, So there you go. So that's the update on Social Club, because it was at this moment in last week's show when that all happened. So
yeah.
Okay. On that note, It's time for slices. What do you have, Jesse?
All right. Well, Cameron, I know as we were talking earlier, you like technology that you get to avoid human contact.
Correct.
But what if you even got to take one step further back and avoid even using human words? Google is going in that direction because they're just unveiling a new function that allows you to use only emojis to search for things. So, for example, if I use the cheeseburger emoji in Google, right now it'll show me the locations of restaurants that serve cheeseburgers nearby.
That is awesome.
They're eliminating the need to actually search words to use their search engine. Next year is actually a big year for emojis. Not only is Google embracing it as a major part of their, or potentially a major part of their search platform moving forward, but there are going to be 55 new characters rolled out.
Wow.
There is the Unicode group that meets to discuss what emojis should be added to the collective catalog.
Right.
And they're going to be doing some that embrace diversity next year. So there will be like a woman in a headscarf to make sure more Muslim users are represented. There'll also be just like random stuff that people have asked for, like flying saucers and socks and broccoli are going to be added to the emoji catalog.
Can we just get a shrug emoji, please? Kind of like, I don't know.
Yes, please. Thank
little
you.
Because
dash
right now
guy
you
is
have to
for.
type out that awkward like little emoticon thing.
I love that guy. I use it all the time.
But if we could get that in
Oh, he's the
emoji
best.
form, that'd be my go-to right now. And can we get a big-eyed one without the blushing cheeks? Because I'm like, what the what? I need a what the what emoji.
Not like an
but I
embarrassed.
don't need an embarrassed emoji. I just need
Yeah.
I need a bug-eyed one.
I actually used that one this morning while we were talking.
Oh wow.
And and I wasn't embarrassed. I was just surprised.
Exactly. I need a shrug and a surprise.
Do you
what it
because
use,
is.
what
right
about
now,
the one that fades from yellow to blue with the hands? That's like,
No, that's more like shocked.
Oh, the
okay.
scream emoji.
Yeah.
yeah, I've used
So-
that as like, oh my goodness.
But the Unicode consortium it's like a pretty big group. I mean, they have, when you think about it, they have a lot of power because these symbols have to work like across platforms. And so you're talking about hundreds of millions of people around the world are going to be using the symbols that they decide. How the heck do they do it? Like, one, who's in part of this like kind of like sort of like shadowy group that is deciding what symbols should represent the
Illuminati.
most essential parts of human communication?
It is the Illuminati. This is what I didn't know what the Illuminati did for years. Now I know. They picked the emojis. That's the true power.
But the weird thing is that's not that far off. Like, I'm not saying like they're giving us
So you're saying
clues.
Jay-Z is part of this council and Beyonce, and they somehow meet in a triangle building and pick emojis.
And so you're telling me that the key to unlocking all the secret meaning of the emojis, like you want to know the reason why Pooh has a smiley face, is you're going to have to steal the Declaration of Independence and find out the answers that are written on the back.
What I'd love to see are the apocryphal emojis.
What is that? What do you mean? Like,
You
give
know,
me
the
examples.
emojis that didn't make the cut, that they decided were not divinely inspired.
Yeah.
You know? What's interesting is Catholics actually have 5 more emojis than everyone else.
All right, what do you have, Adam?
Okay, so I don't know about you, but I like to get people horrible gifts for Christmas. A few years ago, when we very first moved to Australia, right, we had no money because we had just basically spent all our money moving from New Zealand to Australia. And my parents were coming over for Christmas. I think we had $12. And I went to buy them a Christmas present, and I panicked, absolutely panicked, and grabbed the first thing I could find, which was a Vegemite branded egg cup and butter knife. Right.
I know what one of those words mean. Vegemite and egg cuff. You might as well be talking a different language.
Well, nothing you would want to receive for Christmas.
No.
Let me assure you of that. So, of course, I didn't give it to them because I was too embarrassed. So I found something else. But in keeping with the tradition of terrible gifts, if you want to get someone an awful, awful gift and you want to spend a lot of money to do it, Nordstrom has advertised in their catalog, you can buy a rock in a leather pouch for $85.
What?
Right?
A rock?
A rock. They don't tell you what to do with it. They say, is it a paperweight? Is it a conversation piece? Is it a piece of art? Basically, you decide. And they go so far as to say it's a Los Angeles area rock.
Oh, yeah.
Because LA is known for its rocks, I suppose. And it comes in a hand-stitched leather pouch that looks like basically everyone's Boy Scout leatherwork project, right? Like it's not a finely hand stitched leather pouch. It is a haphazardly hand stitched leather pouch. So $85 for a pouch with a rock.
Wow.
Do you think it's like a subversive commentary on consumerism, or do you think it's like something like
This is Nordstrom's. They don't do subversive commentary.
No, they
just
do. They do.
Conspicuous consumption.
No, they do. They do commentary
disagree.
against poor people.
Yeah, that's true.
this semi-ironic graphic tee costs $75? That can't be right, but I'm gonna buy it.
No, they don't sell $75 tees. Their tees are $200.
That's insane.
I literally actually.
Their rocks are $75.
Yeah, if you go to I happened to stop in a Saint Laurent store once up in New
Wow.
York. Just those are some cool looking leather jackets. Let me see. Thinking they'd be like, ooh, really expensive, like $1,500, $2,000, because like All Saints would be like $800.
Yeah.
Surely it's like double because it's fashion. $9,000 and up. Their t-shirts.
Wow.
That's
their
crazy.
T-shirts. T-shirts were $300.
That is 5 times more than my first car.
So I mean that's a ironic commentary on being poor is charging $300 for a t-shirt.
I want to know the type of person who goes to Nordstrom, who sees a rock in a leather pouch and is like, yeah.
Sweet, I've been
Yeah,
looking for
exactly.
one
They're
of
like,
these.
I've got a budget of $85 for Christmas. Looking around Nordstrom, rock, done.
Some loaded geologist out there is just thrilled for this to be happening.
No, my guess is that it's the Nordstrom equivalent of a white elephant gift. So when rich people go do a white elephant exchange, they don't spend $10 like normal people do. They would spend $75 or $100. So here's a humorous white elephant gift in the rich people range. That would be my guess.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they'd all have a good laugh.
Yeah.
They clearly
I
don't-
like Chelsea's idea that it's a geologist. I just love to think of a geologist walking through Nordstrom's like $85 for an igneous rock. I think not.
What about the salespeople at Nordstrom's? Because here's the thing. They do hire good salespeople. They know everything about like the suit size, the shoe size. Are they going to know about that rock? If I went in there and be like, so $85, how old's this rock? And are they going to look at me and be like, I mean,
It's just a
I think
rock.
it's pretty old. I can't give you exact, but I'm going to say, I'm going to put it in the 5 digits. I don't know. It's $85.
All right, what do you have, Chelsea?
Well, being the social media maven here at Relevant, I figured it'd only be appropriate if we discussed Twitter releasing their hashtag This Happened list for 2016. It is a list highlighting the most viral hashtags and tweets of the year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's very interesting because we as a society are the most connected and vocal on social media now than we've ever been, and it's growing in a lot more ways than it ever has. I think the list is really significant in knowing what we as a global community are interested in.
Of non-poor people, because they don't have phones to contribute
Right.
hashtags and stuff. Yeah.
We as a Western society, what we think.
Western affluent society. Yes.
So what does it
With
say?
all of us fondling our rocks. Sitting here with our leather pouch rocks.
Those of us with our smartphone in one hand and leather pouch rocks in the other made some interesting choices this year. On the global trending list for hashtags, Pokemon Go beat out most of the major events that happened this year. It beat
Yeah,
out
they did.
hashtag Trump. It beat out Black Lives Matter.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's number 3 on the list.
Talk about sad subversive
Priorities, man.
commentary, and I mean, I get it. Like something like Pokemon Go is designed to have like a viral appeal and have like a social
Sure.
component to like.
There's
a
no
technical
social component to it. It's an app you download and play by yourself. I mean, it's like you're not tweeting about it.
No,
Well,
I mean, Chandler, you play together with people, right?
Absolutely.
so it's the anti-social media.
I have group chats where it's like 10 of my friends and we will all go to a place to meet up to play Pokemon Go. and hang out. We wouldn't have hung
Right,
out
but see,
otherwise.
you're not tweeting hashtags about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, this
Oh.
isn't like inherently a social
Right.
media experience.
Well, no, I don't mean
Well,
like
no,
a social
but
media, but I mean like there's a social component to it and it's
Social.
technical. So I could see like conceivably how it could be on the list, but it still is interesting commentary that more people want to go out of their way to use Twitter to talk about
Yeah.
a game that doesn't exist on
Then
that
Black Lives
platform
Matter.
than they do about a social issue.
That's where I'll go to brag about catching something that was pretty
Do you
rare.
do you hashtag though? Charmander? Hashtag Charmander?
No. There was a few times where I hashtag Pokemon or Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like if you were summing up this year, 2016, in a hashtag, it would just be hashtag and that screaming emoji.
You would think. Oddly enough, he did not make it on to the list. They also have a couple different lists. Top trending movies. Obviously, Star Wars was at the very top of that list. For trending TV shows, Game of Thrones was number 1 with The Walking Dead right behind it. Oddly enough, Grey's Anatomy was number 3. Maybe I'm out of
That's
touch.
still on?
But that was really surprising.
Grey's
Well, maybe
Anatomy?
maybe it's because it's not on anymore and everybody was sad about it, or like it ended. Did the show end last season?
I think
or
it
something?
killed off
I
like a
couldn't tell
character
you.
that I don't know. That could have been like
McSteamy?
3 years
Did
ago.
it kill
I
off
honestly don't.
McSteamy?
Maybe they brought back McSteamy, and that's
Ghost
why
McSteamy.
it went viral. Yeah,
It took a weird sci-fi twist this year, like Ghost Dad.
Hashtag Ghost McSteamy
He
was the
became-
number 1 trending topic throughout the month of August.
wow.
Speaking of memes that got mainstream attention, like Time announced their Person of the Year, and I saw on Twitter people were like voting. It was if you haven't heard, it was Donald Trump, but people were tweeting who they think it should be, and a lot of people were tweeting that cartoon. I don't know if it's Far Side or what, but it became a meme of like the dog sitting at a table drinking coffee with flames all around him, and his word bubble is "This is fine."
This is fine.
Yeah, that's what I posted
saw
on
Cameron-
election night. Yeah.
I was going to say, I saw Cameron put that.
People voted that as Person of the Year this year.
No
like that
way.
got a lot of votes.
No way.
I don't
Yeah.
think we're far from that. I think a meme making Person of the Year is totally within our reach. It was reported on multiple platforms this year that Ted Cruz did so poorly among young voters because he became a meme too early on in a negative way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, Marco Rubio's like water bottle incident like cost him like a lot of his like image cred early on.
Yeah.
It is weird how, or Jeb's, what was
clap.
his?
Please clap.
Oh,
clap.
Poor
jeez.
Jebby.
Yeah.
Oh, that was painful.
That was as painful as Adam battle rapping Nick Cannon.
The
painfully
thing is,
amazing.
ironically, Adam ended that rap battle by saying, "Please clap."
Yeah, that's where Jeb got the idea.
Nick Cannon flatly refused.
I think you're right about the meme thing though.
Yeah.
Like becoming my Instagram feed. What I follow is a quarter friends, a quarter fantastic photographers, a quarter cafe racer motorcycles, and a quarter memes.
Yeah.
like that's all I take in.
Totally.
It's like it's my source of
The
humor.
only Instagram accounts I follow are basically memes. I follow Clickhole, I follow The Onion, and I follow that one Paperback Paradise.
Yeah,
And that's it.
yeah. There
Most
you go.
major publications are creating memes for their Instagram accounts.
Yeah, I don't like that though. That's when it's going to kill the meme.
Yeah.
It just needs, you know what I mean? Like if it gets co-opted by corporate agenda or
Yeah.
like, hey, look, we're young and relevant to the young people. We're going to make a meme to advertise soap. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. The thing about memes is that they have to happen organically, or they
Yeah.
just
Totally.
don't work.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
it's impossible to manufacture.
Last night, I literally was laying in bed and I was on Facebook, but you know, the Facebook video, you watch one and then you just scroll down, there's like a million
Yeah.
related. And I got in this deep wormhole of those videos of like, who did this? You know, and it's like funny videos with like music or whatever. And it's just like, you know, I mean, I probably spent 45 minutes at 2 a.m. watching videos, crying, laughing. I mean, they were fantastic. It's an art form.
Yeah, that happened with me one night on the Thug Life videos. Have you ever seen that where someone
Those are so good.
it was literally 2 or 3 hours just watching one after the other, after the other, after the other.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you start R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet.
You just can't stop.
You can't stop. You just got to go.
You
Next
can't
thing-
look away. You're like, how is this going to end? This can't possibly be 10 parts.
All right. On that note, we'll wrap Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, Ellie Holcomb joins us.
And if I came back home for Christmas, up in the holly underneath, and though we won't speak of forgiveness, are you still holding some for me?
You're listening to Andrew Bell. The song is Back for Christmas from a very relevant Christmas Volume 6. Singer-songwriter Ellie Holcomb combines her Americana, folk, and pop influence on songs about faith, love, and God on her new album, Red Sea Road. Ellie is also a member of the outfit Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors. Notice the same last name? Marriage. And she recently stopped by the Relevant Studios to play a few of her tracks from the new project. Here is Ellie Holcomb.
Hey, I'm Ellie Holcomb. This song I actually started writing on a radio tour a couple years ago, and I actually had strep throat. I felt terrible. And I started singing the pre-chorus to this song, and I was reading through Isaiah 61, which contains so many promises, just the ministry of Jesus. And it was so amazing to kind of take my eyes in that moment off of how terrible I felt and fix my gaze on Jesus. So this comes from Isaiah 61, and it's called He Will. Heaven came and kissed the earth. Prophets long ago foretold his birth. He became the living word to show the human heart its worth. Whoa, whether I'm in want or plenty, whether I'm in health or ill, our God promises his children he will. He'll bind up the brokenhearted. Oh, he will. He'll set captives free from darkness. Oh, he will. He'll give hope into the hopeless, help a restless soul be still. He will. And he walked in truth and grace. Man of sorrows entered all our pain. On the cross he took our place. Then he rose up out of the grave. Whether I'm in want or plenty, whether I'm in health or ill, our God promises his children he will. He'll bind up the brokenhearted. Oh, he will. He'll set captives free from darkness. So he will. He'll breathe hope into the hopeless, help a restless soul be still. He will. So he will, he'll breathe hope into the hopeless, help a restless soul be still.
That was Ellie Holcomb. Make sure to check out her new album, Red Sea Road, when it comes out next month.
Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven apart. Heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.
You're listening to Lauren Daigle. The song is Silent Night, and it's on A Very Relevant Christmas, Volume 6. Tim Keller is the founding pastor of New York City's influential Redeemer Presbyterian Church, and he's helped launch more than 250 churches across the country in the last decade. Tim is the author of more than 24 books, including his latest, which is called Hidden Christmas. We recently talked with Tim about the book and the deeper messages of the Advent season. Here is Tim Keller.
So I've been, first getting into making sense of God. So this book seems to me pretty similar to your famous The Reason for God. Can you lay out why this book and how the two do relate?
Yeah. Oh, it's a prequel. it's a prequel, and if you The Reason for God is a kind of traditional case for Christianity, fairly traditional, maybe updated in a lot of ways, maybe a little more, patient than a lot of other cases for Christianity. So, but anyway, it's basically a pretty traditional case for here are the objections to Christianity and the answers. Then, secondly, here's the reasons why belief in God makes rational sense. Here's the reason why belief in Christianity makes rational sense. So it's kind of here's the evidence for the resurrection. So it's kind of a traditional case for Christianity, but it's a full-size book, and I came to see over the years that you had to be pretty motivated to read a book like that. You had to think that it was worth your time to explore Christianity. And I read a few years ago, I read a pensée from Pascal where he says, nobody's going to, this isn't what he actually said, but here's the gist of it. He says people aren't going to take time to explore whether Christianity is true unless they think it was a good idea that it was true. Like the average person today, I think, says, I don't care if it's true or not because it's totally irrelevant to me. What good? And so basically, I felt like there needed to be some engagement over why it would be great if it were true. The average person doesn't see that. So this book is actually, though I couldn't resist, the last two chapters of the book are a kind of supplemental recap of the case for Christianity. What I mean by supplemental is, it's been 7-8 years since The Reason for God came out. There were a few things I felt like I'd like to put in here that weren't in Reason for God that I've thought of since I wrote that. But by and large, the last two chapters are a bit of a recapitulation of why believe in the rational case, with references to other books. But most of this thing is why it's a good idea to consider Christianity. Why Christianity, or put it this way, I would say in the first part of the book, I try to say that everybody arrives at what they believe about whether there's a God or no God or whatever. Everybody arrives at their beliefs through a combination of emotional, cultural, and rational thinking and processing. The reason we disbelieve is because there are social cultural reasons, like we hang out with people that we like and we find their view of life plausible. There are emotional reasons, and there's intellectual, rational reasons.
This new book, Hidden Christmas, it's kind of been framed around the fact that oftentimes Christmas has a very sanitized face, kind of the precious moments, nativity kind of concept. And what you've said is that misses kind of what's really going on with Christmas, and kind of the hard edges, I think, was one of the words I saw thrown around. So can you explain what's going on there?
Yeah. Actually, the inspiration, even though I don't even think I use it, I might actually footnote it. Have you ever seen his little satirical piece that C.S. Lewis wrote years ago called Xmas or Christmas? Mm-hmm. It's a lost chapter of Herodotus. It's funny. It's like somebody goes to the island of Niatir, which of course is Britain spelled backwards, and discovers this very, very strange place where there's two different groups of people that celebrate two different holidays on the same day. And then he goes and describes it, and he calls Xmas is a commercial holiday where people go out and they buy gifts and they get drunk and all that. It's a bit, a little over the top. And then Christmas is a holiday is utterly different, and it's about a child born in a manger, etc. And then at the very end, it said, now there are these theories that these are really two versions of the same holiday that have evolved away from each other over time, but that's impossible. So it's a satirical piece on the fact that you actually have a secular holiday that grew out of the religious holiday, and they're celebrated at the same time. And what I try to do in the very, very beginning was to kind of not be too harsh about that. I said the reason why the secular holiday does gift giving is because Jesus was the great gift. The reason why the secular holiday talks about the poor is because Jesus was born in a manger. The reason why the secular holiday is a festival of lights is because even the Bible says, is that our hope comes from outside of us. It's a dark world, and Jesus is the light, and so on. So I said all of the features of the secular holiday have grown out of the religious roots. And that's fine. I said I'm very happy to share the virtues of the holiday with the broader world, but there is a danger that nobody will even acknowledge where the roots are. And so I said, this is a little bit of education for people, whether you're Christian or you're not. And if you do Christmas, this is where all the ideas of Christmas come from. The book is actually a set of, as you might guess, it's a set of essentially Christmas sermons. In other words, I took 8 texts that over the years I've preached on, and I basically did 8 kind of sermon homiletic meditations on each one. And I'm basically taking people from 0 to 60, and it's a very short book. It's like 30,000 words, and it's essentially saying it essentially evangelizes the reader, and then tries to disciple the reader using Christmas. So it's kind of Christianity 101 through the prism of Christmas texts. With the purpose of just letting anybody who reads it know that these are the roots of the holiday that you celebrate, whether you know it or not.
That was Tim Keller. For more from that conversation, stuff you didn't hear, check out the current issue of Relevant. There's an article with Tim in there on Stands Now.
Truly taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Oh, chains he shall break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of
listening to Heck Yeah, The Halls. The song is Oh Holy Night. It's on A Very Relevant Christmas, Volume 6. You see a pattern here? When Ellie Holcomb came through the studio, it was on a day where a lot of bands were coming through, and so we had like these big operations. I mean, it was like, David Crowder and like 19 instrumentalists, and like just, it was
That's
a
crazy.
big, hectic day.
Yeah.
And we ended it with Ellie, who showed up, sat on a bar stool with an acoustic guitar
Wow.
and did an amazing performance. It was refreshing, to
Yeah,
say the
it's
least. And she had her posse, her entourage was one person, her dad. Brown Bannister is his name. He's a very famous, if you know Christian music at all, Brown Bannister is a famous producer and musician, very influential in the rise of Christian
Super
music
nice guy.
over the last 30 years. When I lived in Nashville, I worked in that industry. I remember visiting the Brown Bannister's house for a gathering. I don't remember meeting him, but I remember being in his house because when I walked in his foyer, I saw his stairs, and sure enough, he had a Brown Bannister. And I just remember, I just stuck in my head. Like, of course he does. Was he going to paint it out white? Of course he has a Brown Bannister.
Do you think that's how he was named?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I think he probably comes from an artsy family, and I mean, look, his child Ellie Holcomb is also artsy. There you go. It's in their genes to be interesting. Performing another song from her upcoming album, Red Sea Road. Here is Ellie Holcomb.
This song comes out of Psalm 139, and I guess I got sick of the comparison game. It leads me nowhere. Great. And I kind of started asking myself the question, what if instead of just measuring myself always based on everybody around me, what if I just like saw me the way that God sees me and believed what he said about me was true? So this is Wonderfully Made. It's 2 a.m. and I'm still awake in my bed. And I can't shake these lies, they keep running around in my head. What if I saw me the way that you see me? What if I believed it was true? What if I traded this shame and self-hatred for a chance I believe in you? You knit me together in my mother's womb, and you say that I've never been hidden from you, and you say that I'm wonderfully made. Search me, you know me. You know when I sit, when I rise. So you must know the choices I made and the shame that I hide. What if I saw me the way that you see me? What if I believed it was true? What if I traded this shame and self-hatred for a chance I believe in you? You knit me together in my mother's womb, and you say that I've never been hidden from you, and you say that I'm wonderfully made. Born, and you know all the good things that you made me for, and I'm wonderfully
consider the heavens above. Oh, what is man that you're mindful of us? Still you say that we're wonderfully made. Say that you know me completely, oh Lord, oh you hem me in both behind and before, and I'm wonderfully made. Yeah, you knit me together in my mother's womb. They say that I've never been hidden from you, and I'm wonderfully made. Ooh, wonderfully made. Help me believe it. Help me to see me just like you made me, just like you say that I'm wonderfully made. Yeah. Ooh.
That was Ellie Holcomb. You can follow Ellie on Twitter at Ellie Holcomb.
Diamonds on the hills reflect the thrill of all the glory that has fallen to the earth. All of life surrendering beneath the death that winter brings in hope of new life. On this holy night. Holy night, we remember Christ.
What you believe matters. What you value matters. So where you bank should matter too. Every dollar you put in a bank or credit union is used for something. And at Evangelical Christian Credit Union, your money is only used to support Christian ministry that aligns directly with your values and beliefs. At ECCU, every dollar you spend or save is supporting ministry like loans to churches and banking services for missionaries. Ask yourself, what does your current bank do with your money? If you don't know the answer or don't like the answer, it may be time for a change. Visit www.eccu.org to see our competitive checking, savings, credit cards, and auto loans. That's www.eccu.org. Or call 1-800-634-ECCU to learn more about how your money can build ministry.
All our hopes made good in Christ.
You're listening to Josh Garrels. The song is Gloria, and it, surprise, surprise, is on A Very Relevant Christmas Volume 6.
No way.
Okay, it's time for your feedback. Last week's question of the week, we asked you for your most memorable white elephant or Secret Santa gift story, gift giving or gift receiving. We want to know your white elephant stories. You guys did not disappoint. You went over to the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com, posted them there, and you also hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast. Here's a few of our favorites.
Amy gave a fantastic one. It was my first Christmas with my in-laws. And my mother-in-law gave me a ginormous set of tweezers, like a foot long. So these are comically long tweezers.
Wait, comically, or are they just like industrial strength? I mean,
well,
mom?
Well, I mean, to a person that aren't familiar with them, they would seem comically long.
Okay,
and to Amy, she assumed that they were surely a joke.
Right.
Like, why would you need tweezers that look like normal tweezers, but only a giant would use? Like,
like at what point did tweezers become so big that pliers would be more effective?
Yeah. So she gets a foot-long tweezers. She laughed and then started mock plucking her eyebrows with the Goliath tweezers. Like, okay, funny joke. And then she looked up only to see a very straight-faced mother-in-law staring back at her. The mother-in-law replied with, "Those are not a joke. They're to use if you ever drop anything down the garbage disposal on accident."
Okay, a very
What
specific
an
application.
Like specific set of circumstances.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. Amy says, 18 years later, I've used those tweezers for that exact purpose twice. So they've lasted for 20 years and they've already been put to use twice. So if you get a gigantic pair of tweezers, don't laugh at them.
Well, I mean, look, for that frequency, it seems like you could just rent tweezers.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm only going to use it once every 18 years, I'll just rent a gigantic pair on, from Craigslist. I'll just use the giant tweezer emoji in Google and they'll send me one.
Evan Semanko said on Twitter, for a white elephant gift once, I got a Porsche manual and a half-eaten rock-hard biscuit, things my friend had under his bed. So
That's bad.
Steve said, every year my family does a white elephant gift exchange where multiple gifts keeps coming back. The most prize, this is just terrible. Why would you give this? Is a Ziploc bag just known as the bag o' nails. It's just a Ziploc bag full of nails. That does not sound like a fun gift exchange your family to be a part of.
Madeline Costa said on Twitter that her work had a week-long Secret Santa, and a coworker who drew her name forgot about her. So then he actually gave gifts to the wrong person, and then when he realized the mistake, he asked for them back from her, and she wasn't happy. And then the guy's wife showed up at the staff Christmas party with an apology, chocolate, and coffee for Madeline because he was helpless without her. So, yeah, there you go.
This one is sort of like my prank vengeance nightmare because this is definitely going to come back on Jordan, who said that at one white elephant gift exchange, he got an upholstered box with a porcelain doll head on top. So just something
that is my worst
incredibly
nightmare.
creepy, but that's not the end of it. He didn't know what to do with it, so he thought it'd be hilarious just to go drive to a random house, leave it on the doorstep, ring the doorbell, and run away. Oh my gosh. Jordan says it still haunts his nightmares every once in a while. And I'm sure the person, the poor victim whose house you left that at is still having nightmares. Like, that's a story they're still telling, but it has a dramatically different tone, Jordan.
Yeah, there are very few people who have received that gift who currently aren't buried in a crawl space.
Matthew Tamalti says on Twitter, worst gift was at a youth group white elephant exchange. Someone gave a leopard print thong. The youth pastor made it disappear very fast. That would be uncomfortable.
Katie says, this one is awkward. Katie on the podcast episode page said, one year my parents got me laser hair removal. I still haven't figured out what they were trying to tell me.
So, okay, along those lines, we'll wrap it here with this. Andrew Feel said on Twitter, one Christmas, my wife's grandma gave me a Costco 6-pack of canned salmon. Everyone else got gifts they wanted. He doesn't know why he got a Costco 6-pack of canned salmon. Like, he was the only one who didn't get a good gift. But.
There's definitely a message. It's
Absolutely.
it's like getting a rock. They're sending a message there. You're not wanted in this family.
Yeah, basically.
But what if the rock is in a leather pouch?
Oh, well, then at that point, it's
I love you, $85.
Send 5 of them.
It's ironic at how luxurious this joke is. All right, well, that'll do it for last week's feedback. There's a lot more. You should go check it out and join in. It's time for this week's
Editorial question of the week. Hey.
Well, earlier in the show, we brought you the hard-hitting news, the real news about the Illuminati meeting. They call it Unicode. It's really the Illuminati. And picking the new emojis for 2017 got us thinking about emojis. And it got us thinking about how we use emojis, how we would like some new ones to send the correct emotional punctuation to the things we're trying to communicate.
Important.
We would like, there's certain ones we want. I said I want the surprised, not embarrassed, things like that. We want to know from you, though, Have you ever sent a text where you accidentally sent the wrong emoji and it created an awkward situation?
Hundreds of times.
Have you? For real?
The worst was sending the kissy face with the heart to one of my bosses in
Oh.
the past.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
It was bad.
Single boss, married boss?
Single boss.
Oh, that's even worse.
You got a
And
raise
my
out of it.
message was
So.
a little sweet, and I think there was no real way of me recovering, so I just left it.
You left the kissy
only
face
way
hanging?
you
I
can
didn't know what
possibly
to do.
recover from that is to quit the job, move town, and change your name.
Oddly enough, I moved to Orlando, Florida shortly after.
Yeah.
So.
I regularly see like on memes or blogs show up like screenshots of like someone who is probably of a different generation who's just now getting like a phone with emoji capabilities that will send like, I just heard that you and your boyfriend broke up. So sorry. And it's the crying, laughing emoji.
Yeah, instead of crying. Yeah. My mom has sent me that because she's on an Android.
Hilarious.
Well, she's on an Android, and the crying, laughing looks a little bit more like crying.
Really?
On Android than Apple.
Wow.
So for us, it's like happy crying so hard.
Right.
And hers, it doesn't quite carry that nuance. And so she really thought it was like she was punctuating a sad message with crying, laughing.
Yeah. Hey, I got the news. I found out your dog died. Crying, laughing. Who said this? I get it. You didn't like the dog, okay? You know, it doesn't have to bring you to the point of hysterics that you're weeping with joy.
Yeah. So we want to know your emoji mishap stories. Hit us up on Twitter, of all places, at Relevant Podcast, and or you can post on the comment section on the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. That'll be fun. Many thanks to our show sponsor for making the episode possible. Remember, you can go to casper.com/relevant, get $50 off any mattress purchase. Just use promo code relevant, and you'll get just the right mix of spring and just the right mix of bounce. And Casper also sells sheets and pillows, all phenomenal. You don't get the $50 off of that. It's just off the mattresses, but go check it out. Casper.com/relevant. Thanks also to our guests for joining us. Ellie Holcomb's new album is coming out in January. Make sure to check that out. And in the meantime, follow her on Twitter at Ellie Holcomb. And thanks also to Tim Keller for joining us. So you can check out his book, Hidden Christmas. I would highly recommend it. It's out now. And you can actually follow him on Twitter at Tim Keller NYC. Go online right now. It is the perfect time to give a gift subscription to Relevant Magazine. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Think about that. I mean, literally all year long, they're reminded of your generosity. And it's only like $11 or $12, and it's like a $35 value. So
real steal.
They think that you spent $30 on them. You got an insider deal. There you go. RelevantMagazine.com/subscribe. You can subscribe for yourself there, or you can give a gift. It's a great deal. It's a good time to do it. You'll also get unlimited access to the iPad edition as well. So
that is such a good deal that it will make you, when you're checking out, it will make you feel like you're shoplifting from the Amazon store.
yeah, we want you to get the sensation of cybercrime when you come and get our magazine. Adam, thanks for joining us, man. It was a blast.
Always a pleasure.
Enjoy your sweaty Christmas, buddy. It's always fun talking to you.
Thanks, guys.
On that note, we'll wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Chelsea Steele.
I'm Jalen Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Adam Smith.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Connect with us on Twitter at Relevant Podcast and get bonus material from this episode and more at the podcast section on relevantmagazine.com. And don't forget to check the magazine out. It's available on newsstands and at the iTunes App Store, or you can subscribe online at relevantmagazine.com/subscribe.
for the month of December, I will be camping amongst the inflatables in the yard to protect them.